Well, it's hard to believe it's already 8 months since I joined Bonar last September. You might ask, what have I been doing since then? But broadly, I think you describe it as a strategic review, but what do I really mean by that? Well, for me, that's a matter of just getting out there and learning the business, understanding what's going well, what's not going so well, what opportunities are there, what are the things that we need to fix, what's there that needs to be fixed right now, and then starting to turn your attention to a little bit the future and what's the potential and where are we going with this company. I have to start by saying we have some great people, some real experience, depth of knowledge and capability. This is a broad performance materials business, and we have some lead positions in a number of the markets that we participate in. Some real business fundamentals for us to build on. But there's also some things I think that we need to fix. Our civil engineering business is clearly not performing where we need it and want it to perform. I think it's capable of performing. The Saudi joint venture, whilst the fundamentals of that are good, the sales evolution has just not been quick enough. We've got a very big position in Europe, but we need to broaden our global footprint. I mentioned people and capability. Technology is a strength, but we need to leverage that more to sort of move ourselves up that margin curve and be playing much more in the value-added game than providing commodity products. Another key observation for me has been what I would call a lack of customer focus or a lack of customer intimacy. We're not close enough to our customers, not close enough to our markets. We don't understand our competitors as well as I would like to see us do. And so in terms of immediate actions, one of the first things I've done is to realign the organisation, to move away from the divisional kind of regional management structure to one company, 5 global business units focused on the markets that they serve. And I've challenged those leaders to develop their 5-year business plans so we can really understand what can these businesses deliver, so we understand the potential, and then we can start talking about the ambition we have. I've seen all sorts of ways of articulating strategy, but for me, it's about just talking about ambition, vision, and approach. Ambition, that's all about setting bold targets and inspiring and motivating people to go after that. Vision, now that's about getting people aligned. Some people think that's for external consumption, but for me it's about internally, what is the vision we set for our people? It's the framework by which they decide, should I be doing this or shouldn't I be doing that? It allows them to be empowered and us to keep the organisation moving forward at the pace that we want. But then it's really all about approach. So what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? And we've identified some strategic initiatives that are being applied across all the business units in an attempt to look at what we think the potential is today and how we'll then close the gap to the ambition we've set for ourselves. First of all, it's about commercial execution. It's about customer intimacy, making sure that we are very good at how we price our products, that we have the right balance of the channels to market, that we can anticipate what our customers are facing and what's coming at us and be more responsive and more reactive to that. We understand what's going on in the competitive landscape. Second part of our approach is we have a very solid European business, and we're going to continue to build on that, optimise that, and make sure we get the best out of that. That's really a foundation for what we do. But we need to reduce our reliance on that and spread our global footprint. Technology, I've said earlier, our know-how and our capability, it's all there. But we've got to get more out of that. We've got to be more innovative. We've got to focus on the products that bring us the higher margins. Move away from the more commoditized materials. We have some great functional strength, and I think as we apply that across the organisation and we look to standardise where it makes sense and where it adds value, or we leverage best practices, we'll see all sorts of synergies and efficiencies come from that.
As we've explained, we know what we need to do. It's now about execution. It's about accelerating the delivery of margin improvement and a business with much more global reach. It's about maximising value. It's about optimising the base business and also adding to it higher margin product in new geographies and also into adjacent markets. We believe this will lead to us having a group that is capable of delivering in excess of 10% operating margin for the group as a whole, and for return on capital employed on a net asset, net debt basis of 12% or more. Clearly we have ambitions to do more, but we think it's very important that we deliver on that first. I mean, if you look at the current business unit performance, you can see the opportunities there for sure. Even in our higher margin businesses, we think there's more mileage and more scope to do more and to do it better. Within civil engineering business, it's about fixing that and leveraging the investments we've already made, and we believe that too can be a 10% plus business. So at group level, the steps that we need to take to move us from our current margin of 8% to 10% plus are very clear, very doable, and we have ambitions to do more. In terms of the near term, we're very comfortable with the guidance that's been given for the year end in November 2015. And looking ahead to 2016, we expect to be at the upper end of the range of expectations.
Bold ambition is key for us. This is a business in transition with aspiration. The first steps have been taken to make a more focused organisation with clear accountabilities. Innovation, operational excellence, customer focus, that's what will unlock margin growth for us.